I'll be honest, what keeps me up at night isn't usually about making things better. It's about system fragility. The feeling that we're running on very thin margins and one or two failures in different places cascade into something much worse. That's the real conversation nobody's having. Look at what happened during the pandemic. Suddenly, schools had to operate under completely different constraints, and a lot of the operational infrastructure we'd built just vanished or became irrelevant. It exposed something, which is that our systems aren't resilient. They're efficient if everything works, but they're fragile. We'd optimized for normal operations, and there's no buffer when normal stops working. Schools that had invested in redundancy, that had built flexibility into their operations, they handled it better. Schools that had cut everything to the bone were in real trouble. I think about this a lot now. We have 27 campuses dependent on centralized systems. Our transportation, our food service, our maintenance contracts, our staffing models, they're all designed to run smoothly. But what happens if a vendor fails? What happens if a key administrator leaves? What happens if we get hit with something nobody predicted? We've gotten good at running lean. We haven't gotten good at running resilient. There's also this thing about knowing what you don't know. I can see the operational systems I've built. I can see where the fragility is in those systems. But there's always operational stuff happening below my line of sight. Buildings in slow decline, relationships between staff breaking down, small problems getting smaller attention until they're not small anymore. System resilience isn't about having perfect information. It's about building enough structure that small failures don't become catastrophic. The other part that keeps me up is that a lot of operational fragility is invisible until it fails. You don't see the risk until something breaks. A building suddenly becomes uninhabitable. A key staff member leaves and nobody knows how to do their job. A system interaction breaks and you realize you don't have a backup plan. By then, you're reacting instead of preventing. I think the real work ahead isn't about making things run more efficiently. It's about making things run in a way that survives what we can't anticipate. That's harder work. It's less visible, but it matters a lot more than people realize.